Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're going to focus in and zoom in a little bit more in depth on how to know or decide or feel or ascertain if the individual who you are with, male or female, is a narcissist. I get oftentimes asked the question of, is my spouse a narcissist? Is this person a narcissist? What are they? What are they? Who is this person? Why are they doing this to me? How do I change them? How do I change things in our relationship? This has just gone too far. This is so emotionally abusive. And so, one of the things, I find that people oftentimes are looking to label their spouse. They want to know what they're dealing with, and I absolutely understand that. But furthermore, let's look at how this presents itself. Let's look at how this really plays itself out in your relationship. And this will give you a good understanding and perhaps some examples to understand if indeed this individual who you're married to or is a family member or who you're dating or is, a close companion is a narcissist. And that is one way to tell really is, how they treat you when you get sick. When you are not only down on your luck, but you're down on your health. When you have arrived at a diagnosis, when you are sick, when you can't take care of yourself, how does this person react? How do they treat you? Do they treat you with kid gloves? Are they there to make sure that you're okay? Are they there to make sure that, this new diagnosis is not getting the best of you? Are they there to help you get your meals? Are they there to help you clean? Are they there in these specific situations to be there for you? And do they feel for you? Do they have a sense of seriousness with which they relate to you? Or are they kind of laughing? Do they think it's a joke? Do they think it's funny? If you have debilitating arthritis, are they laughing when you're trying to pick up a bag? When you're saying, oh my God, ow, this hurts, and they start cracking up at you. I mean, these are true signs of a psychopathic or narcissistic individual. If they're not attentive to you, they don't give you a call to check in with you and see how you're doing. Maybe the relationship is strained, and so maybe if you haven't talked to them in some time, okay, then they might not know. They might not know exactly how you're doing, but do they feel for your loss? Do they understand your grief? That comes with losing health? Do they understand the fear? Do they understand how scary it is to be going through these things? Do they express that they say, wow, we hope you're doing okay. We hope you're feeling better. Keep us posted. Do they show care? Do they show concern? Or are they just, not really attending to it? Are they just kind of going on with their life as if, this doesn't really matter? I mean, these are some behavioral expressions outward of how this person feels and what kind of empathy or really where they assess the role that they play in your life, to be there for you or to not be there. Are they just there to take, or is there an interdependence in the relationship where you're, in your times of need, your narcissistic needs increase. So you need more phone calls. You need more, how are you? You need more visits. You need more support, physical support, financial support, maybe. These are, when your narcissistic needs, which means your selfish needs, are on the high when you are, down on your health or, down on your luck, things of this nature. So, if this individual has shown no sort of caring, no warmth, no compassion, they have just even I had a viewer who her family member basically just basically said, well, you were stupid for getting in an accident. I mean, they basically, even though this car accident was not her fault, they're like, how could you do this to our family? It was all about the status of you getting into an accident and how dumb this makes our family look. So it has nothing to do with, having humility. That's really where you get your strength, is in those moments of humility, and you actually call upon your higher self. You begin to pray, you begin to have a centered, internal voice, which you need to call upon And you should, in your life, you should really begin to strengthen that inner voice and do that inner work so that you have appreciative and gratitude and appreciation for your health. Because once you've not had health or good flow within your body, or if you experience a lot of pain, then you know the value of your good days. You don't take it for granted. So a narcissist, oftentimes they really could care less. I mean, you're sick, you're not feeling well, they still want you to go out. They still want you to take them someplace. They still want you to come over. They still want you to make love to them. They still want you to go out for dinner. They're not there to bring you soup, and how many times have you gone out of your way to be there caring and loving for the other, brought them food, helped them clean their house, taken care of their pets, called to check up on them, sent them, sweet little texts or emails or however it is you communicate with them to show that you care about their health and you care about their well-being and that you're there to take them to their doctor appointments if need be. So that is the experience of having empathy. That is how it basically manifests. The lack of empathy is when there's no presence. You're ridiculed for being sick. You're made to feel embarrassed for being sick. You're made to feel imperfect because you have a health issue, and you're basically looked down on. So these are not healthy ways of relating. These are very much part of the problem and not part of the solution. So if you have experienced this, lack of care, lack of concern, yet this is an intimate spouse or this is, a family member, then, you're dealing with someone who is expressing lack of empathy. And they could just be selfish. They could just be, having a bad time. They could be having a bad situation in their life. It doesn't mean we have to put labels on them. But if you see this chronically and consistently, where they just don't care, they're not able to attend to you. They're not able to give you attention. They're not able to, look you in the eye and be there for you and drop whatever it is that they have going on to be attentive. Then you're dealing with someone with really high, sense of self-superiority, very selfish. You're sick and they're not talking to you. They're sitting there reading a book. They're not able to have communication. And so if there's some sort of judgment going on, that is the last time that you need to be judged, is when you're sick. That's when you need to be supported. So if you're experiencing sort of this judgment at your low times, of course people can say, well, that's how some people are encouraging, get up off your this, and they tend to be very brusque. That's some people's personality style. But I'm talking about blatantly they just don't seem to care. They're not checking in on you. They don't have any sort of interest in being there for you. This person is narcissistic. This person is caught up with their own self, their own needs. They're not expressing empathy. And there's nothing you can really do. You need to let them go. But furthermore, surround yourself with people who actually do care, who do get you, who value you, who value your personality and value for your sensitivities, your strengths, your talents, and just for being you and being you unconditionally. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.